Welcome back to another video today, and you guys' responses on the last time I did one of these was actually a lot better than I thought it was, so I'm gonna continue to do more of this and kind of give you guys more of an insight of what I do in a workout. Today is Friday, July 3rd, 2020. Oh, this year fucking sucks, but you know, it is what it is. So today is actually my day off of work, and I also have tomorrow off too, and I might go golfing tomorrow too. But today's workout usually involves leg day, so today is gonna be leg day. You'll see the workout here that I have posted right up here, and I will give you a little bit of an insight on how much I actually do lift and kind of the intensity and all that stuff. You'll see a few things that I do during the workout. So I will see you guys at the gym. So set up our gym exercise today. I'm doing squats first, and then next we're gonna do leg press, and then that's following my first show. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of an idea. And this would be a good idea too, at least look at what I'm doing instead of just looking in the mirror right there. But yeah, I can kind of see where I can go with improvement form too. So good on me for having film practice. So let's get to it. That was actually a bit too easy, actually. Maybe I should have to wait a little bit. So this would be 185, 190, 195. I mean, I could probably do more than that, but I'm not trying to. I've got a little bit of a back problem right now. It's like a pinched nerve back there. If I try and go any harder than that, it's gonna really fuck up my back. So I'm trying to take it easy here just a little bit. We'll see. Plus quarantine messed me up a little bit, so I'm trying to pick myself back up from that. So. That one felt good. That one felt great. So, okay, this is a leg press. This is probably the most heaviest. This is probably the heaviest lift. Although I might up it today, so it might be heavier than it was last week. Usually I do 3, but this time I'm going to go 4, just to see if I can progress on my training on that. So. You'll really feel that one if you get it down deep enough, at least the knee bent in. Just make sure you're not doing like what they do in those gym fail videos and having your knees buckle on you and having to tear your whole knee up. That's fucked. So that's my leg press, and I'll see you guys in the run. I'm gonna finish the rest of my workout. So we're here and on the treadmill this time, and we're gonna go for a 3-mile run. Completed my leg workout, and I just dropped my phone. And we're gonna do this for about 25 minutes. It takes me about 25 minutes to do a 3-mile run, so 3.5 sometimes. But you can probably hear the treadmill going, so I'm gonna stop right there. workout complete. Oh my god. Not only is it like a pain in the ass to run, but it's also like really fucking humid out. It's like, it's not even 10 o'clock yet. It's already 85 degrees outside. I live in Iowa, just so you guys know. It's not like I live in Arizona or California or anything like that, but it is humid and sticky as a motherfucker. So, man, what I do in the last minute of the run too is I always set it up to like a good sprint speed, and I sprint for like the last minute just to make sure I don't half-ass my way across the finish line. So that really got the heart rate going. Leg day and workout complete. Well, technically the gym part of it. I still gotta go mow the lawn, and I'm gonna run a few errands, of course. So I'll be recording that as well. I'll be making some breakfast for myself, and I will show you guys exactly what I'm making for my meals today. I know my husband here is probably gonna be, he's got work today, so he's just kind of on his own today. We're usually together when we're working on the same days, but on days where I have off and he's working, we kind of just do our own thing, and it usually works out. So I will see you guys at home when I am mowing the lawn. So I'm done mowing the lawn now. It is 11 o'clock in the morning now. Yeah, I got like that little, I don't know if you can see the tan line right there, like right around my shoulder. Yeah, I'm also like really dark, like right here, and it's kind of showing because I golf a lot, and obviously you can't golf naked or get a tan or while playing golf naked or something like that. But anyway, today's kind of video is also not only just about what I exercise or what I do for exercise. I also wanted to show you guys, like, you know, kind of the things I'm going through when it comes to nutrition and health. Now that I'm going to college for it at Kansas State starting this fall, kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit more insight onto your way to lose weight and what works best for you, and whether you want to lose 20 pounds just to feel better, or if you're like me, who is active and plays a lot of sports like softball and golf, for example, and those aren't really the exercises I wouldn't say they're not for the faint of heart, but they're like definitely more high energy exercises or routines or activities that I would say the more better shape you're in for it, the better. So I want to give you guys like different ways that you can try and lose weight for yourself, different lifestyles that you can approach with, and definitely try and find your own routine to lose weight, and food you should be eating or could be eating, things to avoid or have less of, because I don't feel like the word removing something completely out of your diet, unless it's like you want to do it, is a thing. Like, you have to make that commitment. It's all about that's the big thing, and we're going to talk about that here in this video as well. So I'll see you guys in the next section. So we're going to step on the scale here. This is my bathroom. I know, beautiful, I know. We're going to step on the scale here and see how much I weigh. Hold on 1 second.
Beautiful thing says 176.4.
I feel like that is a good benchmark to be at. I know last video it said 178, but anywhere I try to stay around between 175 and 180. Considering I'm standing about 6'2", I feel like that's the optimal kind of weight for me to be in the kind of shape that I want to be in. So I'm still on really good progress. I just didn't expect, because last week I was at 178, but now I'm at 176. I think it might have been because I ate only like 2,600 calories yesterday, and I usually try to aim for around 28 to 3,000, so that might be a part of it. So anyway, I'm gonna get ready for my day, and I will see you guys in the kitchen. Just to give you guys an idea of what my breakfast is like this morning, I do have an MRE bar. I have tried another flavor of these before. This one's called banana nut bread. This one's actually pretty good too. But if you look at the calorie count on that, and that's actually pretty good considering the size of this bar. We have some Lean Whey, the Cookie Crisps one that I told you guys about last week. And I mix that in with cashew milk. This is something I drink about once or twice a week. Not normally what I normally drink. I usually drink coffee, which is over there. I have some PB2 in the mix with the oatmeal. And I'm gonna put some blueberries in there as well, stir it up and have myself a good old bowl of PB2 oatmeal. And I got some eggs, which are right in here cooking right now. And that is gonna be my breakfast this morning. And I'll see you guys as I'm working on this here. And I'll show you guys how I prepare this food here. Two minutes till breakfast is ready. So, with that being said, that is pretty much how I prepare my breakfast. Well, most mornings, actually, I like to go in here, and if you guys see this here, Kodiak Cakes, I have a boatload of them, so I kind of have an addiction to them. But they're really good. A lot of them are sitting around 190 calories to 200 calories per serving. And I usually get about 2 servings about everything. So like half a cup of, mixed in with water. You got like a good solid pancake or waffle, depending on what you like more. I have a waffle maker and a griddle, so I can technically do both. And that is generally what I eat for breakfast every day. Just that and the eggs that you saw me make earlier. But oatmeal is kind of like, I'm kind of on the move today, so I kind of need to get going. Don't really have enough time to sit there and make a giant breakfast like I'm used to. Welcome to the breakfast meal. This is just a bowl of oatmeal with PB2 and some quarter cup of blueberries, 6 eggs, the MRE bar that I showed you guys earlier, and a protein shake, and this bucked up that I'm having. It's 0 calories, so I need some caffeine, and I'm kind of in a hurry, so I don't really have the time to mess around too much with the coffee today, but still, it's not bad to have. Calories and macros on the screen right there, and I will continue to devour my food, and I will see you guys here in a minute. So what's up? We're in the garage actually, and I haven't started the car yet, but I wanted to give out this quick little thing here. I know I wanted to give you guys like a little nutritional thing, and I'm going to do that throughout the video. So one of the big things that I always try and do when I was on a diet last year, when I think last year I was at like 235 pounds, now I'm 175-ish. Be consistent with what you eat. Especially eating whole foods. Like you've seen me eat the last couple of videos. I eat nothing but like whole good foods, nothing like sugary treats or anything like that, except for the occasional like, okay, this has 0 sugar in it, so it doesn't. I don't really count it, but everybody has their own take on it. Be consistent with what you do, and always set a bar for how much you should eat per day, like calorie wise. As for example, mine is at 2290 as the baseline if I was like sedentary, but I try and like adjust it because I have the Fitbit that I keep track of, and it tracks track of how much I can get away with, or not get away with, but like how much I can have to eat just to maintain my weight. And that's where I usually get around the 2800 to 3000 mark. Maybe I need to eat a little bit more sometimes a little bit less depending on my activity level that day. But have that baseline. Check your height and weight, and check your height and weight, and then go to like a MyFitnessPal or Lose It, or even on calculator.net. Like they have a calculator for how much you can eat per day.
And what's your goal? Are you trying to lose a pound a week, 2 pounds a week, trying to lose 10 pounds overall, 20 pounds, whatever. Don't think of it as like a short-term goal too, because the big thing is like, this is a lifelong commitment that you're making. At least for me, it is. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how you live your life, but if you want to be healthy, it's a lifelong commitment. You can't just stop just because you hit your weight goals. It's because you have to maintain those goals that you achieved. Because the reason why people will say, "Oh, I lost 20 pounds and then gained 40 back," because they go on this fad and then they lose the weight and then they go back to their bad eating habits. So stay consistent with it. Know that it's a lifelong goal. Doesn't mean you can't like have like your occasional cheat meal. I have one like every 3 months, if that. Like, there's sometimes you just want to have a pizza or just have a cookie. It's not going to kill you in the grand scheme of things. Having one diet soda a week isn't going to kill you in the grand scheme of things. Just don't make it a habit, essentially. If you're really about 95% of eating good foods and then like 5% whatever, like, that's fine. Just don't make it a habit. So that's my small tip there for the first part of it. I'm going to go out and run some errands, and I'll see you guys in the next scene here. What's up, guys? We're back in the kitchen after running a few errands. I am going to be making me some dinner or another meal here. I have some edamame, and let me show you guys what I got here. Some edamame. Always get the edamame with high fiber contents. So if you know what I'm talking about here, you'll see. Where's it at here? Right here on the label, or it says 7 grams of fiber per container. Good stuff. I love edamame. If you like edamame, or if you haven't tried it before, but you're kind of warm up to the idea, I'd give it a shot. It's a good meal, or it's a good side dish to have with your main dish. Got this sweet potato here. Gonna dice it up here. Got this dicer today at TJ Maxx for like $14. It was super convenient. And then finally, I have it thawing in water, but right here is what we have, a chicken griller. And I'm gonna wipe that up here, don't worry about it. It's got spinach ricotta and it's wrapped in bacon. So it's got lots of protein and a lot of good vitamins and good carbohydrates in here too. So it's a very healthy meal, I would think. So let me get this all cleaned up here so I'm not making a mess on my counter. But I might, and I'm also gonna find a protein bar too. Let me see if I can get a protein bar. I haven't even decided what I wanted for a protein bar yet. Aha, here we go. Quest Rocky Road protein bar, 210 calories in this bar, 20 grams of protein, 21 carbs, 14 grams of fiber, and only 1 gram of sugar. So I would recommend these bars here for sure. These are really good if you're trying to stay on a healthy, balanced lifestyle. So, and I will probably also have a fruit. Hold on one second. And I will have this apple too. I always like to have apples too. So this is usually about 80 calories, usually full of carbs, but I mean, they're all good carbs. So we'll have that as well. That will be our dinner, and I'm gonna work on prepping this here, and I'll see you guys in the prep session. All right, so I'm gonna start on the prep here for the dinner, and I will see you guys. Well, I'll show you guys exactly what I make. My veins are just like acting up today. Like, look at my freaking arm right here. It's absolutely insane. But I'm gonna work on dinner. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing, and I'll see you guys in a bit.
It's great music.
stuff prepped here. We got to go down the line here, so I'll flip the camera and I'll show you what I got. So here we got a little bit of tequila lime seasoning with the spinach ricotta chicken wrapped in bacon. Our diced sweet potatoes, you saw me fail trying to prep those, but it actually didn't come out too bad, so I'm hoping that I can continue to see success with the dicers that I bought. And the edamame. Now, this isn't going to be ready for like another, let's say about 45 minutes. And I still got these two things here. So the tequila lime seasoning was the one I used. Has a little bit of sodium, no calories on it, so always a good start. But obviously we're making some great progress with our dinner, so I'll see you guys at the dinner table. Dinner is they served. You see the beautiful plate that I have assorted right here. I'm trying to mess with the camera. We're gonna sit down and enjoy this meal. This meal looks fantastic. And here we are at the dinner table. So like I said, this meal looks fantastic. Calories and macros up there. And chicken grillers. I got a little sugarless barbecue sauce here from G. Hughes. I always recommend like going sugar-free. Another thing too is before I go dig in, I wanted to give you guys another tip on how to lose a little weight if you're looking or trying to get in better shape. Try and look for, if you're trying to like enjoy the same things like having a side of barbecue sauce, always try and look for sugar-free options. Sure, they may be a little bit more expensive, but if you plan your things out like I do, then it'll be all worth it. Try and find alternatives to your favorite things that might be in a healthier option. So kind of like if you eat a bunch of cereal, there's keto cereals out now, or protein cereals if you will. Always check those out. I mean, yeah, again, they might be a little bit more. And always try and ration out your food as well. I mean, this looks like a lot of food. I get it. So like, yeah, look at this plate here. It's absolutely massive. But I mean, as you saw the calories and macros up there, I mean, this is a lot of food, and this is a lot of food, and not that many calories. So, whole food sources, different options. Obviously, we got this and the sugarless barbecue sauce. So, I'm gonna dig in, and I will see you guys after I'm done. Finally, that protein bar just was not. It tasted good, but it was just texture was a little hard. But now we're finally on to the main dish here, the chicken griller that you can get at Hy-Vee if you have a Hy-Vee in your area, that is. And these are usually around these are sitting around the price range of like $2 for $7, which I think is a good deal. Not much you can say about that kind of deal. It's a good deal, I think. And this is spinach and ricotta, so I'm gonna dip this in some barbecue sauce. That is so good. The spinach and ricotta just melts in your mouth. It tastes amazing. Wow. I didn't think that was going to fill me up at first. Oh. But that filled me up really good. That was absolutely amazing. And it filled me up. I didn't think it would. But here we are. Only sitting at about 2,400, 2,500 calories today. and I burned so much because of running those errands earlier. Oh my god, I am full. But yeah, that was. I think that's gonna be my last meal for today. It's 7:30. Oh my god. But man, a lot of food that I just ate, and only 1,000 calories in that meal, or just under 1,100. Oh. Yeah, I'm full, man. That was amazing, though. So I'll see you guys in the wrap up, and it'll be in the bedroom or in my office, and so I'm gonna let this settle for a little bit, and I'll see you guys there. All right, now that I've got my dinner down and starting to settle in a little bit, kind of wanted to give a little bit of a ending session or ending a good way to end the video. So I know I gave out a couple of dieting tips earlier. Now I kind of want to hit home on this a little bit, so this part of this video might be like the longest part. So the one thing that I've learned as far as when I was losing all this weight last year, I did drop, like I said, I dropped 65 pounds from last year. And the one thing I learned in the middle of doing all of that is you can't just, like I said, in the beginning or earlier in the video, it's not just about making short-term commitments. It's a lifelong achievement. It's something that you do throughout the course of your lifetime. Eating whole foods and taking care of your body, exercising, or if you're not into exercise, hey, just watch what you eat, because it'll take you a long way. I mean, even going on a simple walk will help you get a little bit of exercise in, and it'll burn a lot of calories doing that. It'll get your heart rate up, and you'll feel better. I go for a walk every night before I go to bed for about 45 minutes. Helps me relax, and it helps me clear my head of everything that went on that day. And generally when I'm like out walking, I'll play Pokemon Go, because it just helps me get distracted off of all the things that were happening around. I mean, 2020 has been a shitty year, let's admit. With everything going on with the COVID, and I don't know if I should be able to say this on FCC airwaves, but we all know that there's a lot of rioting and looting, and a lot of police reform and people wanting change going on, and a lot of violence, and a lot of things that have been kind of making this year kind of not what we expected. But that doesn't mean that we should stop trying to achieve our goals. I know some people's goals are different than others. I know me, for example, this year for me personally has been pretty damn good as far as what I want to achieve. I've got my own house now. I bought my own house. I'm going back to college, and I'm in a long-lasting marriage that I'm very happy in. And I have some of the greatest fans in the world, supporters. I don't even call you fans. I want to call you supporters, because y'all are just awesome. And we have the best community on the goddamn platform. And whether you watch this video for me, or if you're not into this type of content, I get it. I mean, I'm just doing this for me, man. I want to be here for the ride, and if I'm taking the control of the wheel, and if you're ain't part of the ride, then it is what it is. So I'm not trying to get caught up into I'm trying not to get caught up in everything, but that's part of another thing too about just health in general. A lot of it sometimes is just mental. So what I mean by that is, like, what you eat functions what happens up here too. I've read a lot of studies and saying that, like, what the better you eat, the better you feel, not only physically but mentally. And people who eat a lot of garbage or processed sugars, I mean, there's a direct link between depression, bipolar, all these disorders, and just binge eating a bunch of crap like Skittles, potato chips, like pizza. I mean, I like pizza too. Don't get me wrong. Pizza's like, it was a staple of mine for a while. I just can't eat that stuff as much as I used to, and I've realized that now. And now, granted, will I have a slice of pizza every now and then, or will I, cheat on a huge, large pizza? Maybe like once every 3 months. I mean, I don't cheat very often, but everybody else has a different mentality. I try to keep myself about 99% on a good diet. Now, how people interpret that good diet, though, I mean, I'm able to stay pretty lean year round, and that's with eating those Kodiak cakes that I showed you in the beginning of the video. Some people may not think that's like a nutritional breakthrough, or think that's not good food, but it hasn't affected me negatively. And so I guess everybody's interpretation of health is very different, and I will be open for interpretation on that as well, whether it's from people in the fitness community or not. I think those are pretty damn good waffles and pancakes. People may not think that, but given the results that I have, I mean, can you really argue with it? I mean, then again, results vary. So I try to keep an open mind as far as when it comes to me wanting to be a nutritionist. I know I got to be an open mind, and to try and find ways to get people on the right track. Now, I've had my husband here, and when we first met 4 years ago, he was 360 pounds. He was massive, but he was a good kid. He was a good guy. Well, we were kids at the time too, so well, kids as far as like us being in our early 20s. Now I'm pushing 30, and times have definitely changed. But he was a big kid, and we tried different things out, and we wanted to get an active lifestyle going. And once it clicked, something clicked to where we just started snapping weight off like that. And at first, it's gonna be water weight. You're gonna lose a lot of weight really quickly when you first start, and that's actually pretty normal. You're going to lose probably a good 5 to 10 pounds of water weight, but then after you hit that water weight, then the real plateau your first plateau will hit, and you're like, well, crap, I don't know how to lose weight anymore, so I'm just gonna put it back all on and just give up and blah blah blah. That's where the problem lies, is where people just give up. And I'm not a quitter. I try and find different ways to have it work for me. And once I found that method of having it work for me, just having structure and having the right people around me will go a long way. And if you're struggling to lose weight, I mean, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian. I'm a guy who's going to try and be a nutritionist. I mean, I have the aspirations. I'm just not registered yet. But I want to help people get healthier. So, I mean, if you're trying to get healthier, I mean, always ask questions. I'm always willing to answer those questions. And I'm willing to always provide more content like this, because this has been a lot of fun making these videos over the couple times that I've done them. So, just keep in mind that, have an open mind, try different things out, look at what you eat on a daily basis, and you're not going to cut it cold turkey either. Like, you're just not. If you drink like a shit ton of pop, like, you're not going to cut that out tomorrow. It's not happening. You gotta slowly, it's a process, man. And that's the thing that I keep stressing. Everything's a process. And if you don't believe in the process, you're going to fail. Everything is a process. It's going to come a little at a time. Like, it took me years to cut out pop. I've said, man, I really need to cut out pop. Like, drinking all these Pepsis and Cokes, and like, I used to chug cherry Pepsi like it was nothing. And I can't even go near a cherry Pepsi. I get disgusted with it. Like, it's slow things like that that'll take you a long way. Cutting out pop is definitely one of those things that if you just seriously, if it'll take you a long way. Cutting out the, stop drinking your calories too. I mean, yeah, I have a protein shake, but that's protein. Like, cut out the sugary drinks. Don't drink your calories unless it's like a post-workout meal where it's like, okay, I need, like, that calorie intake I take for the protein shake takes me a little bit further than, you know, some other people might, and it helps me manage my weight. I'm still losing weight even though I'm drinking protein. I'm still drinking my calories in a sense, because it's a nutritional shake. So be mindful of what you do. Don't try and cut things out cold turkey, because it's just not going to work like that. You gotta slowly adapt. You gotta slowly make the changes. Instead of drinking pop, try drinking sparkling water. Or if you drink a lot of beer, start holding back on the beer a little bit. Or try and drink another source of alcohol. I know there's like low calorie options for alcohol too. I drink wine personally. I have a glass of wine like once a week, and I feel great. So I'm probably gonna have a glass of wine tomorrow, 4th of July. Why not? I mean, this recording is on July 3rd, so tomorrow's 4th of July. Happy 4th if it's late. But yeah, try. If you have any questions, like what's your lifestyle like, tell me what your lifestyle's like. Tell me what you try and do to correct it, or you know what you want to change. So I mean, I can try and help you out as much as I can. So thank you guys for the video. Of course, drop a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.